Module 7, Laying the Foundation for DevSecOps. Reduce technical debt is actually a very interesting topic, and most of the time people get confused when we talk about technical debt. So let's take an example. Many a times when some of the pressure or a priority comes from outside the market and that goes to the business, and business put a pressure to the IT or a service provider, whoever is actually solutioning the business's problem, they will always have pressure, and this pressure is to ensure that something to be done in couple of months, maybe couple of weeks, couple of hours, couple of days, couple of minutes. All that will be always there, and mostly their expectation is driven by a market rather than the organization. So this situation, how IT service provider handle it, or rather how it is being told IT service provider to be managed. So there is definitely a cost to deliver some solution, basically effort, which translate to the cost. And when we talk about that, there is a possibility that the long-term solution, which will be for any particular problem, might take longer time, or for any of the problem, if I want to solve it, which is sustainable, portable and all that, the fundamental ask, if we talk about, it might take some longer time for a sustainable solution. However, what happens is, many a time, since there is a pressure from a business or any other place, they might tell us to do it faster, and probably you do it to put more efforts, more cost, and solve the problem, or rather make things happen. So the difference between the solution which is going to take longer time, which is sustainable solution, but I'm trying to build some solution as a time being, or quick fix. And what is happening is that quick fix is generally a corrective action, which is not going to be working for a longer time. And that particular, the plus and minus we are talking about, that is actually a technical debt. So it is also truth that this solution which business is asking, the solution which customer is being told, or the IT service provider who are also solving the problem, that will not actually kind of sustain. It may require 2 months or 3 months to deliver something, but we have done it in 1 month. Now there will be a parallel things which you'll be running it to solve this problem as a sustainable solution for next 3 months. You continue to do that, but give me some solution which is 1 month, in a 1 month. So you are actually trying to increase the code base. You are trying to increase the efforts of this also and that also. So over a period of time, this is actually creating a lot of challenge. And when we talk about this, in reducing the technical debt, we also need to understand that how do we really reduce it with the fundamental aspect of DevSecOps. So obviously, the interesting aspect which you have to understand is there are 3 layers which we talk about: security by education, secure design, and security automation. So it is assumed that you will have frequent scanning throughout the development lifecycle, particularly for application scanning. Now, when we talk about application scanning, we are also referring that since there is a cultural aspect which is being built, and these 3 layers which are also built, we are saying that any automated security programs that searches maybe software vulnerability within the web applications, maybe the scanner for the entire website, analyzing something in depth, looking at the profiler of the code, what they are looking at in depth, they find out that, and displaying something, the website structure. So this automated scanning should continue to happen with the defined frequency when we talk about DevSecOps. And this will definitely reduce the technical debt, because this will also help us to understand which code is not being utilized, which code is supposed to be refactored, which code is supposed to be really taking more time, which code is not secure, because keeping a more code is also a problem, because there are chances that all the way this code has to really run through to really display some values or processing something or giving some solution to the customer, and obviously that will harm the user experience.